The American flag is not always thought of the way it used to be. By a show of hands, how many people here know how to fold a flag? Okay. How many people here know how to raise and lower the flag? What happens to a really old or broken flag? We'll cover that in part 3. Why is the flag printed backwards on military uniforms and certain boats? Why are flags only raised up to half the pole on some of the days? Well, here we go. First and foremost, the American flag can be flown on any day that is not raining or experiencing any other sort of inclement weather. Some really important days to fly the flag are the New Year's Day, so January 1st, Inauguration Day, January 20th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the third Monday of January, February 12th, which is Lincoln's birthday, President's Day, Armed Forces Day, Afternoon on Memorial Day, Flag Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Constitution Day, Columbus Day, Navy Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, state holidays, and the day your state entered the Union.
There are certain days that the American flag is only flown at half the pole to show respect for someone. Notable days are Peace Officers Memorial Day on May 15th, Firefighters Memorial Day on May 29th, the Memorial Day on the last Monday of May, except that is until noon, when it's finally raised to full staff. There's also Korean War Veterans Day on July 27th, Patriot Day in remembrance of the 9/11/01 terrorist attacks on September 11th, the first Sunday of October, which is the start of Fire Prevention Week, and Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day on December 7th. It is also flown at half staff after the death of a national official for a certain number of days. For example, it is flown half staff for 30 days after the death of a current or former President of the United States. It is flown half staff for 10 days after the death of a Vice President, Supreme Court Justice, or Speaker of the House. It is flown this way the day after the death of a congressman or territorial delegate, or other high-ranking government officials from their deaths to their internments. The American flag is always the first to be raised and the last to be lowered. Raise it quickly, lower it with respect. The flag should be flown sunrise to sunset unless there was a light shining on it. Do not forget to salute the flag when it's raised and lowered. The American flag must always be flown at the top if it is flown on the same flagpole as another flag. When on a separate flagpole than other flags, the American flag should be flown higher than all. Fun fact: the Texas State Flag Code says that the Texas flag can be flown at the same height as the American flag, except doing so violates the United States Flag Code, but do not tell them that. If the United States flag is flown with other nations' flags during peacetime, then each flag is the same size and flown at the same height. Each is to be raised and lowered at precisely the same time. The United Nations flag is flown highest amongst the other flags.
During a procession, the flag is carried at the marcher's right in a position of high honor. If a group of flags is carried in front of the marchers, the U.S. flag is front and center. The U.S. Army typically carries the flag if more than one branch of the U.S. military is in a parade. No matter what, the American flag is always at the audience's left. The blue field is also always audience left. I'm not sure why, but no matter what, if it's hanging vertically on a wall, the blue field is to the audience left. No matter how you hang it, horizontally, vertically, it's on the left side. You're probably wondering then, why do certain boats and military uniforms have the flag on backwards? The answer is simple. The flag of the United States of America never retreats. It always marches forward with strength and dignity. Therefore, it is backwards. But it's backwards because it's not retreating when it runs into battle. It's not retreating at all. It's always moving forward.